Alrighty. Hello, and welcome back. I'm Jacka, and this is the Séance Blake Manor. Manor. So I am stuck. Hello? Okay, one sec. Okay, there we go. Whew. I have a Bluetooth keyboard and it works flawlessly 99% of the time, but every now and then it like has to be turned off and turned on. Okay, not stuck. I was about to freak out. So I am relatively fresh off of a raid night and off of a late night snack. So we are good to try and get another run in here. Now, I think we want to go straight to the dining room. I believe breakfast is going on. Oh, you just have an hourglass to wait. Interesting. Anyway, I think it's down here. I believe I saw dining hall. Now, does this look? Yeah, look at that. It actually shows progress. Interesting. So, is it the drawing room? Closed in preparations for Saturday's evening ball. Library. Northeast corridor. Pretty sure it's this room, but let's oh god, remember how to play. Map. I guess because we haven't gone in? I think it's the drawing room, right? Would make the most sense. West corridor. Okay. We'll just a lectern. Okay. Saturday, 11 a.m. History of Blake Manor, Marquess Blake. 3 p.m. The Other Crowd, Miss Callaghan. 5 p.m. What We Know of Ghosts, Miss Mantovani. Sunday, 11 p.m. Catholic Mass hosted by Father Sinot. Protestant service at 11 a.m. in the church. 3 p.m. Irish Mythology, Dr. Callaghan. 5 p.m. History of the Region, Mr. Coventry. Doing the same thing that I just read. Door will close at 1/2 the hour. Okay, that's the lectern. That's the ballroom. Creepy sound. West Tower. Well, that's definitely not where I want to go. I want to find the dining room, but the think-a-mub is stupid. Let's ask, hey buddy, where to...
Mr. Ward, I do hope the earlier commotion with the bird didn't disturb your rest.
Not at all.
There is breakfast in the dining hall from 9 a.m., located in the east corridor here. And your fellow guests will be giving talks throughout the day in the drawing room, located in the west corridor. Is there anything else I can help with?
Nope, that's pretty helpful. I want to discuss things with you later, but right now,
nothing else.
I just needed to know how to get to the dining hall because, okay, he said east. This is southeast. Wait. Lobby. Okay, this is southeast though, not east. That way, right? Here we go. There are oh wow, it's big. Gardens, bathhouse, bar, atrium, dining room, stables. Ooh. Breakfast is served from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Lunch from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Dinner on Saturday is from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Dinner on Sunday is a silent dinner from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Admittance to meals is closed on the half hour. Okay, so we have a little bit of time here. Hi.
Hello again, sir. You here for the meal?
Yes.
Certainly, sir. Let me show you to your seat.
If you're looking for a seat, you're welcome to join us. I'm sure my companion here won't mind.
Why not? I'm being educated on the specifics of tomorrow evening's séance, and why, apparently, is so impressive.
Who's got their room key just hanging out on the table? No, let's join them.
Declan Ward. Pleased to meet you both.
Allow me to introduce Mrs. Olivia Darcy, and I am Lloyd Dupre.
Would you believe that he's somewhat of an expert on all things related to death?
She means I am an undertaker.
Okay, you know, respectful.
More than that, evidently. We were just talking about this grand séance, and I'm trying to understand what it is that makes it so grand. All séances are used to speak to ghosts. Is that not the entire point of them? So, wherein lies the distinction? Surely, if Miss Mantovani has held a séance before, then she has also made a ghost talk before.
Fair enough.
No, though I understand the confusion. We have gotten close to that feat, parallel to it, but direct communication has not been achieved. Seances are used to invite a ghost to communicate, and to provide a means for them to do so. In the most successful cases, the spirit speaks through the medium themselves. But those cases are debunked at worst, and uncorroborated at best. There is no way to prove beyond doubt that the medium did not make it up.
Very fair.
Now, in any records of direct sightings, and this is true of my own encounters, the ghosts cannot speak for themselves. Miss Mantovani intends to...
What does Miss Mantovani intend? Oh.
Oh dear, I've made a right hames of this. Don't fret, nothing's broke.
Oh, do you need help, Mrs. Joyce?
Oh no, sir, thank you. I managed to drop it. I can manage to pick it back up, I'm sure.
So she can hear this conversation. Take key, leave key. I mean, kind of obvious though, isn't it? I'm a dick. Yoink. I feel like it'll be kind of obvious who took the key, personally.
What a ruckus.
Yep, such a ruckus.
That poor woman. Anyway, where was I? Yes.
Okay.
The hope is
Sorry,
that
I don't
Miss
know why I thought it was gonna
Mantovani,
go.
with the right time, place, and people around her, will cut out the middleman, or middle woman in this case, and have the spirit speak for itself.
Uh-huh.
Is that really possible?
Tomorrow night, the veil between worlds will be at its thinnest, and it's especially thin here, in this part of the country.
I do wish that there was an auto conversation thing, because this gets a little
Then,
tedious.
the hotel. It's not without its storied history. Plenty of uncrossed souls in these walls.
Like, doing it between people, maybe, but every single sentence? A lot of clicking, bro.
That, of course, is where the danger lies.
Danger?
Spirits aren't to be trifled with. That gets forgotten sometimes.
Let's ask about danger.
Do you think we'll be in danger attending the seance?
I am putting my trust in Miss Mantovani. I don't believe she'll lead us wrong.
That's not a no. Just putting it out there.
We'll be fine,
That
I
ain't
think.
a no.
So long as no one disturbs her workings.
We'll be fine, I think, so long as no one disturbs her workings. It's not a very comforting sound.
Perhaps I'll stand farther back from the proceedings than I initially planned.
A weakness.
But I don't think I'm done with my questions, Mr. Dupre. I want to know more about your practice. After breakfast, would you join me for some air out front?
Goodness.
It would be my pleasure.
Okay, so loud key point here is that she will be away from her room after breakfast.
But I could have sworn I'd left my key here. Maybe I dropped it.
You are not careful.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dupre. We will have to postpone that conversation. Once we're finished here, I'll need to go to reception and ask whether anyone has turned in my key.
Of course, madam. I'll be in the courtyard, should you find time to join me.
So I wonder how long she would be Wonder how long she would be at, really quick one. Wonder how long she's gonna be in the lobby. We know she's in the lobby, right? Oh, Darcy. Okay, she'll be in the lobby until 10 a.m. it looks like, so we have half an hour. Yo! I would like to explore other places, but I'm gonna, you know. This is 13, I believe. Okay, I don't see anybody down here. Skittle. You were just hanging out here all day, all night, huh? Alright, you know. Rooms 13 through 16. I feel like he's gotta be seeing us do this. I feel like... Oh, let's see. The bust of Thomas Blake, 1758 to 1813. A plant. Okay, so that's 16. Another one of the Irish Elks. Atrium's that way. A closet. Another closet. Rooms 7 through 12, a closet. Another closet. They just don't have times. Cleaning supplies. Largely unused. Storage space for picture frames and other decorations. And we got bed linens and towels. Okay, so pretty normal. Strange marks on wall is right. Only in this section, okay. The door to room 15 appears to be missing. Markings on the wall look similar to those of my dream, but without a pattern. How would I even go about finding such a thing? Whatever has caused this to vanish. Might this have been Miss Dean's room? Following leads will help you progress and solve mysteries. Reviewing the mystery map can help you remember what you have and haven't already investigated. Okay. Further clues can be revealed by discussing evidence with other characters. The info panel on the right can show you who you can discuss a specific piece of evidence with. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna leave this for now, because I have a time frame. Let's listen. Okay. And let's break in. The horse again. Some clothes, looks like. And nice dress. More clothes, more clothes. Nice shoes. Okay. Check out the book. Book on spiritualism. The information within seems targeted to the inexperienced. Okay, that fits with what we know about her so far. A single glass. Anything here? Ah, yes. Here we go. Schedule. Mrs. Darcy's schedule for this weekend. I have noted her movements in my timetable. Okay. Cross. Protestant cross. Okay. Notes of Damask Rose. Someone else would know better. Notes she is making about the event, but they seem less academic in nature and more for a work of fiction, so she might be a writer. Jewelry, rings, a vanity box. I hate it when they do that. Okay. Ooh, hello. Those blasted dreams of home. I don't want to go home. Not after what happened. I want a new life. There's a loose page slipped in here. Medical certificate showing Mrs. Darcy was bedbound for some time in the autumn of last year with a cold. The doctor listed it as medical code UO.33, whatever that means. Okay. Get better. Yeah, we already looked at that. Rather racy letters to Mrs. Darcy's husband, but they don't seem to be written by Mrs. Darcy herself. Does that writing look familiar? Oh. Are there any similarity? Oh my gosh, it's Ethel. Okay, well, this is similar. Why? Yeah, it is. Oh, the E, yeah. The A. Seems Miss Dean is the author of these letters to Mr. Darcy. So, Mr. Darcy has a connection to Miss Dean, one with an inbuilt motive. Press this to close itself. What is this? Normal ass fire. Stack of books. Some novels, a few bookmarked partway through. Weird. This book appears to have been read many times. Okay, but what book is that? It's not important, whatever it is. He's got a lot of books. Oh, it's this thing again. Information of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. It seems rather rudimentary reading for a fully fledged member. He must not be a fully fledged member. A book that has clearly been handled with care. But it won't tell us what that book is. Interesting. Okay. I think that's everything. Unless there was something hidden in the clothes, which I guess we should open and check since we have a little bit of time left. Assortment of clothing. Clothes for the event, none noteworthy, yeah. Assortment of clothing, yeah. I don't think there's anything in here. Okay. Alright, well I think we got some information. Suppose let's go down this road. Oh, that's morbid. Oh, hello. A knocked plant. Now that is odd. Wonder if this contains an entry for Blake Manor. Lost places. East Tower. Picture's crooked. Painting is off balance. Yeah, an indication that somebody has run rather rapidly through this area. Ground floor, east corridor. I don't think I want to go to the basement right now. I think I want to go to the lobby. I think I want to talk to her. A lot of skulls. We want to tell her about a key, but I do think we want to talk to her, right? Maybe we don't. Let's quick save. Eavesdrop.
Yes, madam.
I seem to have misplaced my room key.
I see. Let us see what we can do about that for you. Now, where has that spare key gotten to?
They're just going for the spare key. I don't know that we do want to. Let's do her and analyze. Disdain. She does not seem impressed with something. The event, the attendees, or me, perhaps. Large brooch, an intricate brooch, perhaps representing something and less dainty than one would expect such a lady to wear. That's that ogged thing again. Handline. Evidence of a ring worn for a long time and since removed. Oop. Right.
Mr. Ward, you come back to me.
Let's discuss. How do we want to do about this? I mean, I feel like we gotta be careful. Let's just, you know. Have you recently removed a ring, Mrs. Darcy? I may or may not have. In either case, it's none of your concern. Yeah, I would agree. Start here. You seem unimpressed with something, Mrs. Darcy. Do I? I suppose you want to know if it is with you, Well, you can rest easy. Since coming here, I have a great many things on my mind, and none of them are to do with a man I just met. That's fair. We can ask her about the strange dreams. We'll ask her about the brooch, and then we'll ask her about the dreams. An interesting brooch you have there. Yes, well, it's actually very important. I'd tell you, but it's a secret. One of those hush-hush secret society things, you see? Yeah, we know. It's the hog-a-dead one. Wonder if we can, I'm tempted to ask her. I guess we can just go into it. Sure. Ever used an affair or infidelity as a plot point in a book? You know, if you just read my books. But yes, I did once. A woman's husband cheated on her, and their reconciliation night was his alibi for a murder. Oof. Hindsight, I do not think I did justice to how devastating it can be. If I were to revisit that story now, he would need another alibi. Oof. You know, fair. You have a reason to believe that your husband was writing to someone he shouldn't have been before his death. He's dead? So do I. My Cecil was quite the wordsmith. It was what had me fall for him in the first place. Now, if only he'd had the decency to save those love letters for me. Wait, how did we know he was dead? What are we talking about? Where does this come from? Okay, like, she's got a ring missing. How did we know he was dead? Are we just missing huge chunks of conversation because we found evidence? Felt like it was very led towards. I'm very confused here. Like, how did we know he was dead? Has your work given you any expertise on medical? Also, how did we know she was a writer? Okay. Oh goodness, no. The odd time I would need to include something like that, it's off to the library for me, or I might pester my cousin, who has himself become a doctor. Do you happen to recall which room Miss Dean was staying in? Near me, I know that. I overheard her and Miss Quinn arguing the other night. Not sure of the actual room. I don't recall seeing her coming or going from any room in particular. Okay. I've had the most peculiar dreams since coming here. Really? Please, do tell me more about your half-remembered slumbers. Honestly, Mr. Ward, there are so many real and tangible things happening here, and you want to discuss dreams? Fair. What can you tell me about the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn? Oh, well, Mr. Ward, I'm not sure I should say anything at all. I wouldn't want to betray their trust in me, you understand? Let's ask her about the... You suppose the seance will be successful? I would hope so. It's a long way to come for a failure. But I'm sure all these experts, how hard can it be? I'm still struggling to understand the significance between asking a medium to tell me a ghost's name and asking the ghost itself. It's all the same to me as long as the ghost leaves afterwards. That's the part I am interested in. Ghost leaving is what's interesting to you. I see. What are your plans while you're here, Mrs. Darcy? I'll be in attendance for Mr. Blake's talk at 11 and Miss Mantovani's at 5, certainly. I suppose I'll have to make time for lunch at 1, and I plan to retire to my bedroom for some writing at 3. I suppose to work hard and play hard, Mr. Ward. So after all that, I shall pay the bar a visit in the evenings, too. Then on Sunday, I'll keep things light, I think. Church at 11 for my sins, then back to my room for some writing before and after lunch at 1. And of course, I don't know if I can face the seance without some liquid courage first. Oh, okay, she's just gonna tell us everything, okay. What do you make of that strange contraption in the atrium? The garish green tube? You can tell this place lacks a woman's touch. Is that what that is? Okay. And we can talk people with her, I guess. I don't know that we can talk about herself. Have you been speaking much with Mr. Dupre? Have I indeed. I've been spending most of my time with him. He's a good man, and unlike most people, he's usually able to tell when I'm joking. Too close to the next hour. Okay, well that's it for that for now.
That was all. Good day, Mrs. Darcy.
Good day, Mr. Ward.
Very strange. I don't know how we knew she was a writer. Did it tell us somewhere that she was a writer and I just missed it? I mean, there was some evidence that she was a writer, mind you, but... An English writer. Okay, so we just have some of this information that we just don't know. An English writer with a sharp personality. Is Miss Darcy here, and does it tie with Miss Dean's disappearance? There's 8 of 14 evidence pieces found. Discover the meaning of the medical code. Yeah, that's an interesting one. There's somebody else we can talk to about that one. Okay. I guess for now, that's all I have to say with her. Talk to her about. So I guess we have to. Okay, let's look at these because they seem to fill in a little bit when we talk to them, and I didn't know. So, O'Finn, the working class, arrived on the 29th. He told Miss Erickson that he cannot write in English. He looks to be around 40. He is a pagan. Itosan, mid-30s. Name is marked off Mrs. Erickson's list of magical people. Found the publication of his and Miss Erickson's room. He does not trust or use magic. H. Erickson, 7 of 10 packs. Unlike blocked. Research in her room is covered. Okay. Research in her room is covered in her notations. Motive: Miss Dean's name is circled on her list of targets. She cannot use magic. Her room is filled with magical tomes and notes. She has medium-sized shoes in her room. She is in her early 30s. She is a medium. Does the shoe size matter? Oh, we didn't look at the other chick's shoes. I guess we need to look at shoe size. In his late 40s. Not look it, but sure. He is a staff. In his mid-40s, manager knows the grounds, never met Dean, found various writing. Late 20s. She's in her late 20s and she's already murdered her husband? Bro. Protestant, found various writings of hers in her room. Having a motive. Miss Dean was having an affair with Mr. Darcy. Okay. I think let's just do some rattling around here, I think. Really am curious about room 15. Luggage room. I should need to use this. Where do I want to go here? Might want to pay attention to this one. Okay. Definitely 15, since it's locked behind weird ways. Disappeared door. Must find a way to make it. The hotel doors is missing. Somehow closed over. Yeah, we can talk to staff about it. I guess let's do that now.
This area is...
Oh my gosh. I just wanted to fucking reach you, bro. Okay, okay. Hi. Hi.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
Yeah. I want to discuss evidence with you. What's up with the missing doorway? Door to room 15, it's missing? A missing door. Ah, you mean the rumors. Yes, it's long been said that Percival Blake walled up a scullery girl after she refused his advances. Then the same with her fiancé, who came looking for her. Percival Blake was documented as a jealous and bitterly angry man, so it is possible. But in the 100+ years since his passing, no hidden rooms or walled up bodies have been found. Certainly, it predates the manor becoming a hotel, so I suspect it was not our room 15. Of course, the missing bodies were not found anywhere else either, so nothing can be entirely ruled out. Likely, they fled here for a better life in the, at that time, newly discovered America. There's more information on this and other topics in the library. Cool. Cool. Sure. What rich room was Miss Dean assigned when she was staying here? She was in room... Seems I would need to check my records. She had a southern view. I recall her complaining about the noise as new guests arrived. Though why that matters now she is gone is beyond me. You know. Had any weird dreams? Had the strangest dreams since coming here. Is that something many people report? I have heard it said. Not something you experience yourself. I have worked here for nearly 20 years, Mr. Ward. I don't often sleep off the grounds, so I could not guess what a normal dream would be for me. When one spends so much time in a place, to dream of corridors and doors and windows is sadly quite normal. I wouldn't say that's a direct match for the dreams Miss Dean and I had. It's close, but not enough. Yeah, I would say it's nowhere near. What you gonna be doing there, friendo? Would I find you behind reception over the weekend should I need you? Either here or in the office for the most part, in which case ring the bell for my attention. There are a few exceptions. I will covering... Guys, come on, you gotta check your grammar. I will be covering the bar for Mr. Doyle at 7 p.m. this evening, so if you need me at that time, that is where you will find me. And naturally, I will be overseeing the ball at 9 p.m. Then tomorrow, the silent dinner is at 8 p.m. While the staff will not be in attendance, I will be outside to prepare you. Finally, the séance is at 9 p.m. and I shall be present. Okay. What's with the weird device? What's the purpose of the strange device in the atrium? A meter for the event, sir. Something to do with readiness for the séance. It was custom made with no expense spared. The Marquess, or perhaps Miss Mantovani, could explain it better for you. Okay, so we'll talk to them. Sure. Does that. I have heard you received a letter from the bishop. Whoever you heard that from has no place to discuss such business, and neither do you. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I'm going to bother the fuck out of you. Are you very busy, sir? I notice you're holding your pocket watch there. These events do not run themselves. It's, and the Manor's success depend on tight scheduling. Yeah. Are you alright, sir? You look rather perturbed. I'm perfectly fine. My mind is on the hotel and the event. Of course. Mary Blake. I annoy you. What can you tell me about Mary Blake? Marchioness Blake was a kind woman and a dedicated mother. Her death came as a deeply tragic shock to all of us at the manor. The Marquess and his son were naturally never the same. No doubt that is the reason this séance is taking place now. Sure. What can you tell me about the manor? Well, it was built in the mid-1600s on land awarded to Edward Blake for his part in the Cromwellian conquest of Ireland. It has since been passed down through the generations of the Blake family and has survived any number of tragedies. Marquess Jonathan Blake is the latest in the line to hold the title, with him and his son, young Master Walter, being the last two members of the line. It was the Marquess's initiative to open the manor as a hotel in 1870 to pull the place through the difficult post-famine years. That's all I could say, though I suspect there's more information in the library, should you care for more. Okay. Is there much to do outside the manor? Refreshments can be requested on the patio. Many of our guests enjoy walking the grounds, and there is a hedge maze for your enjoyment. Mr. Hunter also offers horse riding sessions, though I believe those are now booked out. But if you're asking if there's anything outside the grounds, no. Gawford, the town you took the carriage from, is our closest point of contact. I am sure you will find the hotel offers everything you could need during your stay with us. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are served in the dining room. There's a well-stocked library, a bar, and a drawing room for relaxation, which includes a variety of games and records for your entertainment. Sadly, the bathhouse is closed at this time of year. The water is too cold to heat. Finally, we now have the telegraph room up and running again, should you wish to reach out to friends or family. Okay. Okay. And all the documents, all the observations, our analysis, everything. I don't know that we... I mean... She's right there. I think I'm good for now.
I need nothing.
Certainly.
Certain topics can be researched in the library to uncover further information. Key research topics will always be found on the research desk. The bookshelves them can be used to gain supplementary. That is not how you spell supplementary. That is supplementary, which is not how you spell supplementary. Topics can be learned from other characters, evidence, and other research topics. I am noticing a very large number of grammar and spelling errors, bro. Guys. This is not the kind of game you want to have grammar errors in. Oh, hey lady. Miss Barbosa. Let's analyze her first. Different pen. Hand-me-down Irish keepsake, an old brooch in an Irish style. The image on it is of an old oak tree. Okay. Not the heart locket? Okay. Foreign fashion mixed with local. Either in an attempt to blend in, or out of practicality, she's wearing local fashion along with what I assume are her usual colors.
Hey,
Hi.
don't sneak up on people like that.
I don't think I did.
If you were the porter with my telegram, sure. But no, just some guy getting too close.
I'm not that close, lady.
Who are you anyway?
Why do you care? You clearly don't give a shit about me except to yell.
Sorry to alarm you, miss. I'm Declan Ward. I'm a late arrival.
And she's rude.
Oh, the guy Queen called out this morning. That must have felt good, yes?
No?
I am Inês Barbosa. This place is boring and cold, but the boat over from Brazil was worse, so I won't complain.
Fair. A hotel guest, a Brazilian woman seeking information. Let's discuss her. Tell me about yourself, Miss Barbosa. What is there to tell? I've already told you I am from Rio. Well, I said Brazil, but Rio was my home. But home is different since the uprising. Mostly good, but not all good. Isn't that the way of such things? I decide now is a good time to travel, see the world. I suppose I am a drifter now. I have drifted a long way, yes? Yes. Do you know Evelyn Dean? Do you know Miss Dean? No more than I know you, but already I do not like her. She knows too much. What business is it of hers to know so much? She is like a spy or a thief, or maybe she has spies and thieves in her employ. Whatever the case, she is a sneak to be watched. Interesting. Very interesting. Worried about the others right now. Ask about your fashion. I notice you're picking up some of the local fashion. I left in a hurry and packed light. What would you have me do? Freeze? No. Maybe. I don't know. Your brooch. It looks to carry a story. It was my father's, or maybe his mother's. He didn't bring much with him when he left Ireland. And he had even less of it on him the day he died, defending my mother. My mother took this and ran. She passed it to me so I would have something of his. That's kind of sweet. Sad that he died, though, especially trying to protect her. I don't suppose you know which room Miss Dean was staying in. She was... No, wait. I thought... I can't remember. Funny, I went there to get something back, but now I cannot recall where it is. That's weird. Southern facing. Have you experienced any strange dreams since coming here? Just the one dream since coming here, which is odd enough itself, yes? I walk the halls of this place. Well, not these halls. They look similar, but longer, taller. She has the dream. I try to find out, a way home, I think, even though I myself will not return to Brazil. There are doors blocking the corridor itself. If I had to move, something like light to unlock them, I think. I do not understand that part. Eventually, I am at the Séance and can go no further. You mean something like that? Yeah. Another person has experienced the same dream. That's Miss Dean and I. Can I find two more? What you gonna be doing? What are your plans for this weekend, Miss Barbosa? I will spend some time in the telegraph room. It is peaceful there, even when I am not waiting on a message. There or thereabouts. I like the lobby or atrium too. There you see people's comings and goings. I'm meeting Dupré in the gardens at 12. Then I will see Fiad's talk at 3. She will spend it telling everyone they are wrong to be here. That I want to see. After that, I will rest in my room before Mantovani talks at 5, which I intend to see. Maybe it can make some sense of all this. After which is dinner, then the masked ball. Imagine my surprise to find a mini carnival here. Then on Sunday, I will spend the morning recovering from the party, I think. Except, there is mass at 12. Mr. Coventry's talk at 5 I will go to. Before that, lunch. And then there's the silent dinner at 8. What to expect from it in the seance, I do not know. I think I'll take an hour in my room beforehand, Prepare myself. I think you got a busy schedule. I don't think she's going to know anything about the strange device. Have you noticed the strange device in the atrium? Of course. It is made similar to the odd contraption in the telegraph room. Perhaps they are both made locally. Good point. Clever girl. You've come a long way for this event. Have I? No, I came a long way to get to Ireland. The event I saw advertised while searching for something else. But it suits my purposes, so I come. What are your purposes? What do you know? Don't think she's gonna know much about these people. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you.
I have to be off.
Oh, if you see that lazy porter, tell him I want my telegram.
Ma'am. When were the events? 11 a.m. talk, like Manor in the drawing room. Okay. So we will. Oh, you go. Hi. Okay. All right. Didn't see you there. Just gonna get away from you. If it's the south. Okay. Can we light of the sun this shit? Oh, there we go. The floor has a map. Okay, so she is in a room that faces south. Yeah, it's probably that room 15, isn't it? Didn't like the view. Yep. Yep. Room 21 is also facing that way, though. Wonder how we could get that. We don't have a key to that. Okay. I am going to go a-wandering. Let's go this way. A little bit of time. Look into all the rooms. I want to go to the basement this way, I think. Okay, so staff only. Oh well. Bed linens and towels. Wait. Yeah, okay. Figured it out. Got lost for a second. Bed linens and towels. Bar, gardens, bathhouses, dining room. Atrium. Oh, here's the library. Rooms there. Actually, let's interesting. Let's book in the library for a little bit. Ooh. Archaeology. Explorations into the fields of archaeology, its changes over the past 100 years, and information on some of the biggest sites and finds in that period. Is there anything I wanted to look up? Nothing right now. Okay, so these are just... Okay, so we don't really... Praying. Good lord. Good lord! Okay. When we say library, we mean it. Psychology, sciences, medicine. Oh, medicine. Perfect. A collection of medical texts, some on practices long outdated. Is there anything I want to look up? Yes, I want to look up, well, I guess I could look up folk healing, but I want medical code. It says here, this code is used to indicate spontaneous abortion or miscarriage in common parlance. Oh, it seems that the condition being listed as a bad cold is a euphemism. Many accomplished modern doctors and physicians have been born, raised, and trained in Ireland, and thus there is no shortage of such doctors there. Ireland is home to a parallel discipline known often as folk healing. That is, the tradition of treating ailments, common and uncommon, with hedge magic from the tangible, such as the application of herbal teas and tinctures, the intangible and somewhat more fantastical, often the creation or application of charms or rites. While there is a belief that such ability is available to anyone, particular prowess is noted amongst a community and often leads to one or two people being noted authorities on the practice within their communities. Interesting. So she had a miscarriage. World mythology, geography, Irish mythology. Collection of books on the 4 cycles of Irish mythology are here, alongside writings on supernatural sites and entities. Is there anything I want to look up? Yeah, apparently the Veil. I wanted to look up the frickin' bad omen washer lady. The Veil is the barrier between the living and the dead, the mundane world and the spirit world. There are times and places when the veil thins, and interaction between the two worlds becomes easier, for better or for worse. The veil may be thin in places that have seen great tragedy or in places of magical significance. As for time, it is known that the veil is thinnest on All Hallows' Eve, and this is when spirits of many kinds may walk the earth, and be seen even by those who usually would not encounter such things. It is also when communication through the veil is easiest. As such, traditionally any attempts to contact the dead are made in this period of the year, as they are known to be most successful at this time. Interesting, interesting. Irish folklore. A map of Ireland and one of Connacht, the region this hotel sits in. Some sections are carefully marked out. Various books detailing historical land ownership in this region. Ah, it looks to be Miss Quinn's schedule. I've made a note of her movements in my timetable. Bottle of sherry. Bottle of sherry, it's open, but it's only missing a drink or two's worth. Spiritualism. Irish folklore. Section on Irish folklore and ghost tales. Yeah. Wait, the Fear Gorta. The Fear Gorta, literally a man of hunger, is a type of apparition that is linked to the Great Famine, though there are alternate accounts that consider it an omen of further famines to come. Taking the form of a starving person, the Fear Gorta is a spirit of hunger who will follow people to ask for food. Should it catch its prey, it will not hesitate to consume them to satisfy its hunger. Always unsuccessful in quenching its hunger, it then seeks out a new victim. Kind of like the Wendigo, right? There's like a lot of misconceptions about that one, and I am not an expert because this is very much a I honestly I don't know, is it a Native American or an Inuit? Which, I mean, I guess by some definition Inuits technically are a kind of Native. When you think of Native Americans though, usually people are referring to like North America, south of Canada, but I genuinely don't. And honestly, if you know about this or you are of any of those peoples, I would love information on that. I don't know where the lines are drawn, but I know that the Wendigo is a Native American folklore. I don't know if it's specifically an Inuit thing, like in the like older regions up north in like the Canadian Alaska range, or if it's more general. I don't think it's South America, but I don't know enough about it. And I will be very open in saying, I know that it's often in media, like a deer thing, but that's not accurate. I know that the Wendigo is a spirit of starvation. And from my very rough recollection, I believe is it something that's like, the kind of the spirits of cannibals, people who got hungry enough to eat other people. I don't think it means that they killed them to eat them, just hungry enough to eat them, to eat their dead, become Wendigos. But that is a very rough recollection. I remember reading a post about somebody who was talking about the folklore from the point of view of their culture. But it was so long ago. Correct me about that if you know anything, but you know, make sure you know. Don't spread more rumors on that one. But I think that makes me think of that. It's a very similar concept of spirit forming from someone who is just so desperately hungry. That always makes me feel most for people like that, I think. Starvation is a terrible thing. I mean, there's lots of terrible things in this world, but the desperation of starvation is a hard one. All right, the washerwoman, or the bean. I don't think it's bean. I think it's like bane. Because Irish doesn't really do like. Usually when you see like a bean, it's usually not quite. But I couldn't tell you. I'm guessing it's bane, but the bane is an instance of the other folk providing unwelcome news without exhibiting aggression or violence. The apparition is said to appear before battle, where she will be seen washing the bloody armor of those to die, as if they are already dead. Is it said she appears at battlegrounds as she feeds off of grief? Again, guys, fix your grammar. I'm assuming with a I'm assuming it is said, not is it said. It is said she appears at battlegrounds as she feeds off of grief. Perhaps this is why she shows visions of those to die. They need somebody manually going through here and fixing some of these. And here's the thing, I feel for them on this particular thing, because modern, now I don't know how they wrote this. You know, it could have been manual. Could have been in a Word document. It could have been on a Google document. It could have been in something totally else. I personally really love Obsidian, but they need somebody manually, a beta, somebody who's good at reading, to come through here and maybe reads it aloud. I really think that's a key point, by the way. If you're a writer or somebody doing an essay, anything like that, read it aloud. Like, it sounds stupid, but do it. When you are trying to submit something to report, or you're writing for a book, or you're writing a novel, or you're writing a article, or you're writing a fan fiction, whatever you're writing, and if you're writing a fan fiction, you know, go you. But if you're writing anything, be it nonfiction, fiction, essay, report, whatever, before you're done, read it aloud. Even if it's long, do it in bursts if you have to, because you're going to catch things like this, because your brain is going to automatically fix that. 9 times out of 10, you will read this without saying it, and you won't catch that. So pro tip, if you're ever writing, read it. Also, another pro tip, don't use ChatGPT to write your shit. Just don't. Let me assure you, we can tell. This is not ChatGPT. This is grammar errors. But they need somebody, because like a lot of those programs, they it really sucks. It drives me nuts. Google Documents in particular is really bad about this. And notice it. If you are a longtime writer, like I'm a very verbose son of a bitch. You have been writing for a long, long time. You will never know where or what. But I've been writing for a very, very long time, which means I've been around since before Google Documents was a thing. I used to use Word documents. I used to use all kinds of shit. I mean, I think I used a bunch of notes documents once, because I've been doing it since I was a kid. And if you've been doing it a while, you can tell they implemented a change. And I can't even use Google Documents anymore. I completely pulled off of them, because they now have a thing that, and there's a big grammar company that did this too. And it's such a problem. Rather than basing its corrections and its suggestions off of the English fucking language, it bases its and it does this in Gmail too. This may be why your emails are weird sometimes. It bases its suggestions and corrections off of most commonly done shit. So it's basing it off of what the majority are doing. So if the majority of the world has suddenly forgotten how to spell the word pectorals, it will suggest an incorrect spelling. Like, it does this. It suggests incorrect grammar. It suggests all kinds of fuckery. And if you're a writer, you can absolutely use incorrect grammar, but you do it on purpose. You have to learn the rules to break the rules. And it just doesn't. It's so frustrating. I remember it was trying to... it was a fucking word. I could not tell you what it was. It was the breaking point for me. It was a word. It was a somewhat complicated word, but it was a real ass word. You know, something around the lines of physiology. And it just refused. It refused to acknowledge it as a word. There was nothing I could do to get it to acknowledge it as a word. So I had to like add it to dictionary. And it's not an uncommon word. Very frustrating. And it also does that. It'll create words. Because people misspell certain words so many times, the algorithm begins to think it's a real word. So it auto-corrects words incorrectly all the time. Like bean, it started misspelling that. Like I was, okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. This is one of my pet peeves. Read your shit. Have other people read your shit. And don't trust fucking Google, because it can't spell. I'm done. I'm gonna go shove my head in a toilet. Ah! Oh, hey, pretty bird. Nice. Oh, I'm gonna look at that. Magpie, yeah. That was worth a minute. Sorry for my rant. I get a little bit passionate about certain things. That's beautiful, isn't it? One lock. Spiritualism. Wasn't there something? Okay. A research desk. This will be useful if I want to look anything up. Okay. Feel like you didn't have to like yoink me over there, but sure. Is this that same guy? Edward Blake, the man who built the original manor back in 1650s. It looks to have been extended many times over since. Library topic unlocked. Blake history. Yeah, I bet there's a bunch of those. Mary Blake, Percival Blake, medical. Oh, okay. So, I mean, that's Okay. I have mixed feelings. Because this is nice. I like this. But I don't know. It's all right there. I've noticed it can be a little hand-holdy sometimes. But I guess it's fine. Yeah, see. Interesting. It's not a problem. It's just unnecessary. Why the blue skull, I wonder? Percival Blake. I like these open books, though. I will not lie. This is really cool. So if this is how, if I get to see this because of like it's on the table already, I'm down with that. I all sins forgiven. Okay. Percival Blake became the Marquess of Doon, and they're saying Marquess, not Marquess. I don't actually. Is it Marquess? I feel like they said Marquess. At the age of 24, when his father Graham died of old age. His father died of old age when he was only 24. Okay, old age is what? Like minimum 80? Guy had a kid when he was like, what, 60? 70? Usually when I think somebody dying of old age, I'm like in their 90s. But I mean, I guess, what's the year, you know? Okay. So it's in 1739. He ruled through the Great Freeze, the year of the slaughter, the Jacobite Rising, until he drowned in the tsunami of 1755 at the age of 40. Okay. Interesting. See some annotations that suggest that he didn't drown in the tsunami more than he was drowned during it. Seems he was not popular with the people around him. Oof. In 1744, a scullery maid went missing. Rumors suggested she had rejected advances he made. Her fiancé came from a nearby village to find her, and he too wasn't heard from again. Various notes are added from different periods that say staff believed he walled them up alive. One note says they can still be heard sobbing for one another through the darker months. Despite this gruesome reputation, a portrait of him still resides in the East Tower. Interesting. It always surprises me. When you think of a tsunami, I guess it's just because it's popular fiction, or it's just more commonly known, I always think of Japan. Maybe it's just they have them more often, or they're bigger, but they, you know, you can get tsunamis on any coast, really. And it always shocks me. Every single time, even though I know this knowledge. Such a scary thing. That's really, really... The ocean is terrifying. Information on Wilhelmina August Blake was born in 1788 to Thomas Blake, the 6th Marquess of Doon. She disappeared without a trace on the night of October 29th, 1828. She had a passion for music from an early age and was often called upon to entertain her father's guests with piano recitals in the drawing room. In the months leading to her disappearance, she developed a keen interest in Egyptology after her uncle, Lord Barnard Blake, gifted her an ancient vase he recovered during an expedition in Gizeh. The vase disappeared on the same night as Lady Blake. Her father experienced episodes of melancholy in his later years and would roam the grounds searching for his daughter, adamant that she had never left Blake Manor. Her whereabouts and fate remain unknown. Is this a bit like, anybody else starting to get Rose Red vibes? The women have gone missing. The men are ending up dead. With the exception of the guy, I mean, of the family. Let's be, you know, because he did just like kill people. I'm not counting that, but she disappeared. Evelyn disappeared. He was drowned. No, the mother didn't disappear. She was Mary Blake. Let's read on. This reminds me of Rose Red. So, this particular one. Very good movie, by the way. I've never read the book, but very good show. If you're ever interested in it. It's based off of a semi-true story. The Winchester House is what it's based off of. But it's a house that never stops growing, and it's like throughout the story you find out like women go missing, men end up dead. Very interesting. Watch the full version. It's long though. Information on Mary Blake. Yes. After her marriage to Jonathan Blake, the Marquess of Doon, in 1881, she gained the title of Marchioness. Marchioness Blake established the Blake Foundation in 1890. Through the foundation, the Marchioness constructed and funded several orphanage, ragged schools, and widows' almshouses in impoverished rural towns and villages across Connacht. The Marchioness committed much of the Blake fortune to the foundation and organized fundraising events across Ireland and Great Britain. I can talk, I swear. She spent her free time teaching English in one of the foundation's local schools and privately funded the university education of over 40 pupils. Marchioness Blake took up a position of philanthropist and charity worker, acting as a pillar of her community and the very image of a God-fearing woman until her death in 1894. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. There's that guy again. Irish history, Blake history, world history, flora and fauna, medicine. I keep thinking, I don't know why I think escape is how I get to places. It's really not. Interesting. Investigate room 13. I don't know why we need to investigate room 13. I feel like we've gone through everything in there. These are all locked. What is this supposed to mean? Inconclusive connection. Yeah. Well, there's not a lot we can do about that. Not sure there's a whole lot to do with that, in my opinion. Let's go see if we can... I did it again. Timetable. I kind of want to run into some people here. Do we know of anybody who's going to be somewhere until the hunter is at the stables? Haven't met him. Let's go to Dupre. Ooh, what's this? Does not help me. Oh, I'm there. Okay. He is on the courtyards. So I feel like that doesn't help me figure out how to get to him. I'll be honest with you. I'm in the library. Hey. No, sir. Moose. My cat's trying to get something I shouldn't. Hey, buddy. You gotta stop. Nope, just screaming at it. I got you now. You're being victimized. This is what you get for attacking my mouse. You get to be kidnapped. Yes, I know it's torturous. Be gone, thought. Get you. I love my cats very much. I don't like it when they go after my mouse cords. Or any cords, realistically. I don't like it when they go after cord. Okay. Let's see if we can figure it out. Not the gardens, it's the courtyards, right? Bathhouse. I'm assuming it's not the gardens. Basement. Curious. What's in the basement? Oh. How very welcoming. Mr. O'Meara. I don't know anything about you. Distracted look. Something about his eyes gives me the impression he's only half in the room. Well dressed, expensive attire, but nothing flashy. He's wealthy, but doesn't care if people know it or not. Powdered stain. There are traces of a white substance around his pocket. Might be medicine, we'll see. Walks leaning on a cane. He's leaning on that cane for support. The way he's standing leaves no doubt.
Another stranger, is it? They must have dredged the barrel to find so many unknowns.
Why are you out here on such a dreary day?
Cahill O'Mara, sir. You?
Declan Ward. It's a pleasure. What brings you to the event?
Beyond the seance, if you must know, I guess I'm hoping the techniques used here can be repurposed to speak to other things.
That's sus. What do you mean? What do you mean, other things? Tell me about yourself. You're a dub, like myself. True enough, I'm from Ballsbridge. Bit less like myself, then. What's a well-to-do kid from the south side doing here? Well, I have an interest in this kind of affair, and, as you say, the money to attend them. Not that I'm old money, Mr. Ward, or of some ancient grand heritage. It just so happens my grandfather was a very wealthy man, and my father after him. And now, here I am. Generally disappointing them both, I suppose. I don't think it's your fault if you're talking about the injury, or the weakness, or whatever. Have you by chance met Miss Dean? Have I? I mightn't have shown my face if I knew Evelyn was here, but why should I suffer for her lack of decorum? Miss Dean turned down a marriage proposal I made her a year or two ago, and there was not a second thought to it. It'd have been one thing if it were just an offer of convenience, but I thought... I was stupid enough to ask she'd mind me switching to room 16, you know? Just to be near her. At least, I was there to overhear her and Miss Quinn arguing in the corridor the other evening. Honestly, quarantine needs to let it go. Evelyn just makes use of people. It's just how she is. Interesting, so Quinn has something. What do you know about Olivia Darcy? Have you met Mrs. Darcy? She's the author. Don't think that's how you spell author. Of all sorts of dark and sordid tales, she said. We talked a little at breakfast. She said I'd suit as a hero in one of her novels, and I don't know what to make of that. I'm going to hope it's a good thing for the sake of my pride. Probably a good thing. You seem like a nice guy. Your cane. I hope it's nothing too serious. Ha! I was showing off while horse riding. What was I going to do when the mare spooked? Scared the daylights out of everyone, but I came out of it all right. Aside from this, with luck, I'll be shot of it eventually. That's good. Tell me about your cocaine addiction. Are you aware there's a stain on your pocket, sir? Oh, so there is. That must be dope. I doubt that. I wanted to compliment you on your clothes. It's fine attire. You noticed, did you? Even I for it, then. It's not nearly so showy as I could get away with. But who's to care? Not me. I'm the one wearing it. Once I like what I'm wearing, I don't see much point in showing it off. There are grander things to be concerned with. I like you. You have something on your mind, Mr. O'Meara. You seem distracted. I always do. Don't take it personally. It's not a comment on this company. Not on the company I can read. Not right now, it isn't. Anyway, Interesting. No, I've always had this look, I think. Do you happen to recall which room Miss Dean was staying in? Oh, she's beside mine. How did I forget that? I would have forgotten she was here. How did that happen? Because somebody is fucking with your brain. I could swear this place is giving me the strangest dreams. Really? I haven't noticed anything like that. I don't think so, anyway. What's a strange dream when your dreams are always strange? But I can see how this place would inspire them. It's just that something doesn't feel quite right here. Or maybe I'm just hungover. No, I think you're a little sensitive is what I think. Sensitive to things, anyways. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Well, the bar only opens on the evening, so I suppose I need other ways to entertain myself till then. I do hear the housekeeper serves drinks on the patio. Perhaps I'll spend the morning there. When I get bored of that, there's lunch at 1. Starving is less interesting than you'd think. And Miss Callahan's talk at 3 seems livable, so I'll drop in on that. What else? Oh, yes, I promised Mrs. Darcy a rematch of pool in the bar at 6. Now she makes a dull game fun. I didn't know you could misfire a ball that badly, but she certainly managed it. Of course, I won't be missing the ball. Maybe a bit of real fun in this place for once. As for tomorrow, I should go to the mass at 12 and try to absolve myself of some of my sins. Not all of them, mind you. I don't want to be there all day. I might visit the graveyard after that. Come to think of it, isn't every graveyard visit a near-death experience? Yes? No? Well, you could smile at least. I suppose I'll be in the bar at the evening, though I've already run 2 circles around the drinks menu. Then it's lunch at 1, dinner at 8. God, it really is all circles, isn't it? Breakfast, lunch, dinner, drink. Still not long until the main event, eh? Even I should try to be sober for that. Yeah, about that. What brings you to the seance, if I may ask? Well, aside from there not being much else to do at this time of year, seance, of course. Oh, I don't have anyone beyond the veil I need to talk to. I will leave my dead in peace. But this place is changing around us as Halloween night draws near. The veil is thinning. Bro! Veil is thinning, is all I have need of. Who knows, it might even be interesting. Though I won't hang my hopes on it. I'm gonna come after you bitches with an editor. Let me edit your shit! Driving me crazy. You see that odd contraption in the atrium? The what? I can't say I've given much notice to anything in that room. Air. Anybody else we want to ask him about? He's pretty chill and we have time, so what about Innes? Have you spoken to Miss Barbosa? Over breakfast once? She wanted to know if I was from nearby. She's interested in the local population records. I was offended to take a look at me and think I'd be interested in historical data. But she didn't care. She doesn't seem to give a damn if a person has money behind them or not. I admire that. I like her too. I think she's looking for her relatives. Have you spoken to Mr. Dupre at all? Oh, I have actually. He was curious as to my reason for being here. Everyone wants to know what everyone else is doing, it seems. Anyway, when I told him, he seemed quite intrigued by the idea. He said something about matters of life and death being one, and that's what angels are. Agree to disagree, but I suppose those in his line of work tend to associate death with everything good in the world. Which is kind of neat, actually. Have you met the porter? That bum, Mr. Doyle. The place might run a bit better if you spent more time porting and less time flirting with the guests. I have half a mind to take this cane to him. Bro, rude. Have some manners. Have you spoken to Mr. O'Finn? Imagine in the year of our Lord 1897 not believing in angels. I suppose I should have expected that kind of backwards thinking from a hermit. Well, have you met Mrs. Erickson? Yes, I believe so, but we haven't really talked. Funny. I thought a woman who speaks for the dead might have more time for me. Apparently not. Too Catholic for her, maybe. One who speaks with the dead might have more time for me. He has a lot of odd things going on. Death association. You've both spoken much. You've spoken much to the manager. Oh no, I haven't spoken with him much since I arrived. He gave me all the necessary details and went about his own affairs. Whenever I pass by him, he looks a touch sour, but I gather he's fretting over the cost of throwing this whole event together. God, can you imagine having to worry about that kind of thing? Alright, that's all we can talk to you.
I'll be off, Mr. O'Mara.
Don't let me keep you.
Alright. Somehow sounds bitchy. What's that? See that? Bit of fabric. Some torn material. Thick cotton with signs of decoration. A nightdress, perhaps. Somebody passed this way. Interesting. Ah, yes, that would be a good idea. Follow the trail. What trail? The trail we blazed. Statue over there we could look at. A lot of ravens about. We have still a bit of time before the dog. I want to go look at the statue. A young lady carrying a bushel of flowers or maybe grass and personifying spring. Oh, there's 4. Let me guess. Summer? Looks like grapes. Statue depicts a young woman carrying a harvest of grapes. Of the set, she seems to represent autumn. Okay, okay, spring and fall. Which I'm guessing one of these is winter and one of these is summer. Probably the half-naked one. Well, yeah, I guess wheat is in the fall. Statue of a woman carrying a sheaf of wheat embodying summer. Also, losing her top. As one does. Girl needs a blanket. A woman, arm drawn across her body as though to keep out a chill, winter herself. Interesting. Or elements. Oh my god, seasons. I can talk, I swear. Okay, apparently that's not abnormal. Chapel and graveyard. Open to guests on Sunday. Chain shut. Sign reads access only on Sundays. Interesting. Another one over there. torn material. The night dress again, going into the hedge maze. I don't have time right now. We'll go back. Let's remember to go into the hedge maze. It looks like she went, whoever this person was, into the hedge maze. Oh, hello.
Another crow?
Is it a crow? I guess it is a crow looking at its beak. I've been thinking they're ravens, but no. Its head does look a little bit more like a crow's. Oh, yes. There's a person in the window.
Is that Master Walter watching the grounds from the Blake residence? That's quite the vantage point. I wonder what secrets he's seen.
Bet he's seen the person in a night dress. Top left? Wait, where? All the way over there? Yeah, he's all the way over there. Side gate. Perhaps this leads to the Blake private residence. The hinges are rusted over. It hasn't seen use in some time. And like that, the clock strikes 11. Okay, we will be going to the drawing room in order to listen to the talk. But that will be next time, because for now, we're going to go ahead and call it. So I will say thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for vibing with me. And until next time. Laters.